What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Anything Better podcast, NFL edition, sponsored, of course, by BetMGM, and we are going into championship week. Guys, as you know, all football season, the Anything Better podcast has teamed up with BetMGM. Okay, we've teamed up with them. They have the best, most reliable lines. We've been using them for every one of our picks, and we also have special offers for our listeners. If you haven't signed up to BetMGM yet, it's very simple. Use bonus code Burr, B-U-R-R. You'll get $200 free after placing your first $10 bet. Here's how it works. You download the BetMGM app. Okay, it's simple. I actually did it during football. It took me 2 minutes. You use Burr, B-U-R-R. You place your first $10 money line bet.
Put your money down
on any NFL game. Here's the thing. Any game, $10. You'll receive $200 in free bets immediately after placing your bet, regardless of the outcome. I'm going to repeat that. Regardless of the outcome. You understand? That means a fucking monkey could take a fucking dart, throw it at a board, and it's risk-free. All right? That's how simple this is. So just make sure you use bonus code Burr. When you sign up, have fun, be responsible, and use BetMGM. It's the most reliable lines. Now, Bill, before we get into championship week, I need the floor. I just need the floor for a minute.
Okay.
I need the floor for a minute because I've been stewing in this and then it's yours. And then I will fucking defer to you. Okay. Unlike the opportunity the Bills had. But let's get into this. I am done with the Green Bay Packers. I am done with them going 13-3 in the regular season. I'm done with them going 15-1 in the regular season. Aaron Rodgers, MVP. He's the GOAT. He does this. He does that. And then a team that doesn't play in that weather from the West Coast comes in there, beats them. Okay. Eli went in there, beat them when they were 15-1. I'm fucking done. I apologize to everybody when I
Tom Brady went in last year, beat him.
I mean, everybody beats them. That's what the Packers do. Great regular season. They stink. They fucking stink when it counts. All right. And I got to tell you something. Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning. I don't want him in the big game. I'll take fucking Eli Manning over those fucking guys. I'm done. All right. And here's the other thing. I don't want to hear, these games were great. Cooper Kupp should not be open in that game. Okay, the fucking safeties weren't there. It was terrible defense. The Bills and Packers made me sick. I'm sorry. I'm fucking done. Go, Bill. Go.
I know. Once the elation of watching the excitement at the end of those games, that was some of the most atrocious defense and special teams I've seen. They were all playing like 2-14 teams. How are you on the defense of the Bills or the Chiefs? And at the end, when the whole team's celebrating, what is the defense doing? Yeah, we did it. I mean, they were getting smoked.
Awful.
25 points in the final fucking 2 minutes. I'll tell you what broke my heart was watching Tom Brady yet again drives him down for the fucking go-ahead or whatever just to watch his fucking team blow it. How many fucking times? Saw twice against those goddamn Giants.
Well, Tom Brady did everything he could. Josh Allen did everything he could. These guys, and then all of us,
Josh Allen did it like 3 fucking times and they still couldn't put him to bed.
How do you get 60 yards in 13 seconds from the 25-yard line? I mean, what kind of prevent defense is that?
That's my thing too. And they were blaming the coach going, they should have kicked somebody to run the seconds because 13 seconds. It's too much fucking time now.
It's
like, how about this 13 seconds and you're the fucking number 1 defense in the fucking NFL? And there's another thing that's bullshit too. They're definitely going to change the rule. Okay, regular season, who first touchdown wins overtime. Come on, we got to get on with that live. Playoffs? Kidding me? You can't just one guy gets the ball and that's it. That's fucking stupid. Because whoever won that coin toss was going to go down there and win it.
I get that. And I think you're right. But that being said, can somebody make a stop? Can Buffalo see what their quarterback did and make a fucking stop? I mean, the kid fucking played incredible.
No, I mean, you could say the same about the Chiefs. The same thing.
Fucking unbelievable, man.
You know what was bugging me was when Josh Allen was driving down the field and he threw an incomplete pass. I saw Kelsey on the sideline. He goes, does the stupid Mutombo thing, and then he scores a fucking touchdown. It's like I just, when he's going like this, it's like, Kelsey, what game are you watching?
Yeah.
Your defense stinks. They're going to score.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
I got to tell you this, Paul. Stafford's got to have the game of his life, but I think the Rams.
Oh, no, the Rams defense.
The Rams could stop those guys.
For the love of God.
But I will say this, though. Patrick Mahomes might be so mobile. I don't know. That's an incredible matchup because it used to be like a front four like that. Your Giants used to get Tom Brady, would get him moving, but Tom couldn't run. Mahomes can. He runs a little dainty, but the man definitely runs.
I just don't understand how you don't take Cooper Kupp out of a game or at least contain him. Same thing with Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill was the one to get that fucking thing at the end. Tyreek Hill was the one to get there. It's like you just
Tyreek Hill's the only one I'll give him a pass on. That guy is like, he's not even fucking... Dude, the guy was running down the sideline. He gave the peace sign to a professional athlete. Like he was driving by in a car. I mean, Tyreek Hill is just like... That guy's terrifying. Everybody else is human out there. That fucking guy is warp speed. I mean, that was ridiculous.
Dude, I'm not even a Buffalo Bills fan. And the hurt that I felt for Josh Allen after what that guy did, it's dude, somebody said, I think it was Stephen A. Smith, or somebody goes, that defense should be ashamed of itself after what that guy fucking did. And he's right. That guy fucking just sat there when they lost. Like, what else could I do?
Here's the thing. Don't ever feel bad for their fans, though. Don't ever feel bad for a fan base. What you're looking at is a dormant volcano. And all it needs is a fucking championship, and they will instantly become cunts.
Well, I feel bad for him.
They were fucking assholes when they kept winning the AFC East and the AFC Championship before they started. Once they lost 2 Super Bowls in a row, they kind of had to shut up a little bit. But they were assholes. When they were the running gun, Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly, Fred Smerlas, Bruce Smith, Cornelius Bennett.
Daryl Talley.
Oh, you got me. Bibby.
All right, man.
Yeah, their fan base were cunts. And the same thing. It's like, oh, the Patriots are the most obnoxious fucking fans ever. Yeah, we're about as obnoxious as anybody would be if you won that much. So I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, those poor people, they spend their hard-earned money on tables. I'm not buying it.
And what are the Green Bay Packers doing, fighting for that home field and getting it and getting the bye, and Rodgers is healthy? What are you doing?
What do you got a guy 6'4", 228 blocking a guy 6'4", 270 right up the gut? Guy was giving away fucking 42 pounds. You can't get mad at that Packers guy. That was a heavyweight versus a super heavyweight.
Well,
He's going to figure out a way to get it done. All these fucking fat fucks can't even put their socks on without breathing heavy. I'm going to say what that kid should have been doing.
Well, I'll tell you this. How about I give Joe Burrow credit for getting sacked 9 times. Joe Burrow got sacked 9 times. It's a playoff record and still found a way to fucking win that game on the road, man.
I'll say I love Joe Burrow, but you know what? There was a couple of those he could have thrown it away. His instinct is to tuck and start scrambling backwards like Fran Tarkington, and he's not fast. He shouldn't be. He's gonna, when he gets that out of his game, he's only going to get sacked 6 times, Paul.
That kid's got a little, yeah. It comes from heart, but yeah, you're right. All right, so let's get to these championship games. We got the Cincinnati.
Paul, he lets Cooper Kupp get parallel with him before he turns and tries to start running with them.
Bill,
get beat underneath.
I couldn't believe it.
Get beat underneath. Fight on the deep route, and he breaks it off. And whenever he gets 30 in front of you, you don't let him run by you.
I couldn't believe it. When I saw Cooper Kupp run that route and just run past Winfield Jr., I actually couldn't fucking believe at that.
He just ran to the end zone. There was no move. There was no stutter step. He just fucking ran. And the guy's like, oh, I guess he's running.
I do that in the yard with my kids. I do that.
I believe that's called a go route.
Go long. That's playing fucking Nerf with your friends.
They drew that up in the dirt. It was just a straight line to the fucking goalpost.
I'm going to run straight, throw a bomb. Got the Cincinnati Bengals going into where? Going into the Arrowhead Stadium against the Chiefs. Can Joe Burrow shock the world? Can Joe Burrow shock the world in an AFC Championship game? Crazy.
Wait, I got a question for you. Does a good defense beat a good offense anymore? I remember years ago when we watched the fucking Patriots-Eagles, and I remember watching that game going, dude, if this is what the future of the NFL is, because nobody, when I was watching that game by the third quarter, I said to my buddy, because there was no punts until the end of the third quarter. I was like, I don't know who's going to win this game, but nobody on defense should get a fucking ring. You should get a ring because you got there, but you should have one less fucking diamond. I mean, that was a joke.
That was a video game.
The winning defense let up over 500 yards passing and got a ring. We are the champions.
That game reminded me of playing Madden with my friends, and everybody just goes for it on fourth down every time because it doesn't matter. That's what that was.
And you get it.
Yeah,
it was crazy. So my question for you, Paul, is does a good defense, do those great giant defense teams that beat the undefeated Patriots, beat Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, the big fucking Rubik's Cube nobody could figure out except for you guys. All right, Eagles went 50-50. Got to give them a shout out too. Can your Giants, with those fucking supersized linebackers in fucking 2008 that I was so jealous of, and one of them went on to host Good Morning America. Who knew? Who knew you also had the replacement for Regis Philbin?
Hey, Bill, I know who can't do it.
Can they stop the way the game has changed and all the rules and don't touch the quarterback to the point they can fake slide and run for another 30 yards?
Hey, Bill, I know who can't do it. The fucking Packers. That's who can't do it. Here's the deal. They said that Cincinnati played the best defensive game of the year and the Chiefs defense stinks. The problem that I saw with Cincy, man, is that offensive line not protecting him. And when you look at that game film, if the Chiefs are all over him and they get behind, they're going to be playing from behind, trying to catch up. I worry about Burrow's protection, dude, because it did not look good. It did not look good, man.
Yeah, but the Chiefs defense also did not look good. So
the Chiefs defense stinks.
But I mean, I just think they have too many weapons, too much of experience.
What's the line, Andrew? What's the line? What's the line on the AFC Championship game?
7.5.
Although the Bengals have my new favorite field goal kicker. I don't even know his name, but before he went out there, he goes, "Congratulations, we're going to the AFC Championship game." And I just love too that people always like, "Go for it, go for it, go for it." And you see all these fucking field goals winning games this past weekend. I love a fucking field goal kicker with ice water in his veins. Adam Vinatieri, first ballot Hall of Famer. Half our Super Bowl trophies are on his foot.
Take out Tyreek Hill. Since he's got a shot. I like Cincy with the points. I like Cincy with the 7.5. I like it.
You know what? I want to root for Cincy, so I'll take Cincy. We're getting our ass kicked in the playoffs. Let's have fun anyways. Come on.
We are getting our ass kicked in the playoffs.
We're getting smoked.
Yeah, because the MVP doesn't do what did they score 10 points? What did they score 10 points?
At home.
They scored 10 points at home with a bye week. 10.
It was too cold, Paul. They weren't used to playing in the cold.
San Francisco players go to the beach when they're off. Snowing.
It's like 40 degrees in San Francisco. That's the funny.
Jimmy Garoppolo's.
No, but now they play inland. Now they play inland towards San Jose, so it's actually hot.
Jimmy Garoppolo is with his girlfriend surfing, teaching her how to surf. Going, I got to go to Lambeau. It's going to be snowing next week. Don't worry. We'll win. They had a bye. We'll win. Fucking, it's unacceptable.
Jimmy G kept his chain on during the game, and he still beat him.
And I was rooting for Rodgers. I know a lot of people weren't rooting for Rodgers. A lot of people don't root for Rodgers for a lot of different reasons. A lot of people weren't rooting for Rodgers because of COVID. A lot of people weren't rooting for Rodgers because of a lot of things that he's done, the offseason that he had. I was rooting for the guy who I thought was the most skilled player on the fucking field. I don't care about off the field shit, but you can't have a bye week at Lambeau Field and get home field and fucking lose again. You can't. And somebody said something, and I might take it this far. I'm going to take it this far.
Oh, he's closing the door, people. He's going deep now.
Listen to me. Listen to me. This man right here has more, listen, he has more playoff yards than anybody. Mahomes is 438 yards away from this guy. This guy has gone into hostile environments and fucking won. This guy over Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning any day of the fucking week.
Well, next time your wife gives you shit, can you please pick up that little thing and just be like, you think this guy lets his wife talk to him like that? Do you? Because this guy has taken out the trash more than anybody in this house.
I know his face doesn't say it. He's got heart.
Yeah.
All right. So now we could get into the NFC Championship. We got the San Francisco 49ers. Bill, going into it's in Los Angeles at the Rams. Matthew Stafford, 13 years with the Lions, now has a shot to go to a Super Bowl. He's got a good defense. He's got Cooper Kupp. Bill, what's that line? Andrew, what's that line?
3.5.
I love it. I love the Rams.
3.5.
I think San Francisco stepped in shit last week. They had that fucking third grader blocking a fifth grader on the fucking punt. Ended the game. They stole the fucking game out there. And I just,
listen,
I think that was their Super Bowl.
I love San Francisco. I love their organization.
I love the punchline.
I love that Jimmy G's Italian.
I love Molly at the punchline. But I'll tell you right now, I don't love their football team against the Rams.
You want to laugh? I had people over for the game. And somebody's like, nah, dude, San Fran's not going to win. And they're like, I don't know about this Jimmy G guy. And Jimmy G had his helmet off. And I go, yeah, I mean, it's a good looking Italian kid, though. Can we be honest? They just bursted out laughing. 3.5 is a really good number. I guess I would have to say because of the defense. I agree with you, Bill. I would say the Rams because of the defense.
I think they're going to kick their ass.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Stafford's every bit as good as Jimmy G. I think they got that fucking front four, a great D, and they got Cooper Kupp. And he's going to run right up to the safety, right by him. The safety's going, oh, shit, where's he going? It's going to be a touchdown.
But don't forget Week 18. You can't forget Week 18.
Why can't I forget Week 18?
Because Week 18.
I forgot they were in the same division, Paul.
Week 18, the Rams were beating the Niners 17-0, and the Niners needed the game to get to the playoffs, and they came back and beat them. That was just 2 short weeks ago.
I love it.
Okay.
And the Patriots beat the Giants in fucking December, and then we lost to you a month later. I love it.
All right. Well, listen, I got to go with the defense. Defense is what wins. I take the Rams, too. So we are going – listen, it hasn't been the greatest. It hasn't been the greatest playoff run for the Anything Better podcast. I'll be the first to admit it. And you know what? It's the Buffalo Bills and the Packers' fault. I'm blaming them. But we will go Cincinnati getting 7.5 and the Rams laying 3.5 against the 49ers to go to the Super Bowl, man. Doesn't mean we're saying that the Chiefs aren't going to go, but we like the points with Cincy. And we think the Rams are going. So let's see. Can we finish that up strong? I'll tell you this, though. I want to say this for the record. I think if the Rams go to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, I like the Rams because I think the Rams defense will take. Rams got good D-backs. And the Chiefs.
Who's kidding who? We hate the Chiefs. Okay, people are putting their money down here. Come on, man. You got to be honest. You hate the Chiefs.
Listen, there's a little bit of a bias, yes. And it's not against Chiefs fans. I love Chiefs fans. There's a couple.
Okay, great. Protect your fucking improv date out there. Now let's get down to what you're thinking about the team.
The team annoys me a bit. You?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. All right. Well,
everything Mahomes does. Oh my God, he threw it sidearm. It drives me up the wall. And I hate that little lateral. It's a little underhanded that you throw it to a toddler like that and they freak out. I'll tell you, they got a lot of looks down here on the fucking goal line.
I never want to talk about a guy's family, but here's what bugs me. Anytime I see family members throwing stuff, yelling, cheering, and yelling at fans, whoever it may be, a brother, a sister, a cousin, a wife.
Paul.
As soon as
Paul, where you going with this one?
No. As soon as I see family members of a player getting involved like that, listen, I don't mind. You saw Josh Allen's dad in the box hugging the mom after he threw the thing. I'm all good with that. I'm talking about when you see family members going like this, or like this. That's when I'm like, all right, you gotta enough.
Yeah, you're not playing.
You're not playing. That's what it is.
My only thing is if I always feel bad if I see a dude has a really controlling woman to the point you know who she is and they keep cutting to her in the crowd. Like, remember that basketball guy? He had to go like this before he shot a foul shot that meant I love you to his kids.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there was a certain quarterback and his wife who looked like the principal was sitting in the front row a long time ago. I was just like, Jesus Christ. Can the guy have his fucking 3 hours of glory without showing this fucking broad? You ever see that in a WNBA game? Some boyfriend and a wife beater sitting there? All right, that's it. Let's do our little
parlay.
Yeah.
So here we go.
All right, here's what I like, Paul. I'm gonna go no surprises.
Okay.
I like Joe Mixon to get a touchdown, Cooper Kupp, and Tyreek Hill. I've lost all faith in NFL defenses. They all know that they need to stop all three of those guys, and they still won't.
I'll go with you on that. I think that if Tyreek Hill scores a touchdown, that means trouble for Cincy, but I'll go with that.
Okay.
So let's do that. Cooper Kupp is just, Cooper Kupp is, I've never seen, this kid's catching double-digit receptions.
AC's defense fucking stinks, Paul. That's what everybody should take away from that game.
Yeah.
They stink. They had the game won. They lost it. They won it. They lost it. They won it. They lost it. They went into overtime, and because of a fucking coin toss. If their defense goes out on that field, they fucking lose. Their defense fucking stinks.
If you want to get
said that, though, I think that all the fucking defenses stink, and they have the most offensive weapons. So I still think they're probably going to win the whole thing.
If you want to get Bill Burr riled up, the way that I get riled up when a home favorite has home field and loses, if you want to get Bill Burr riled up, talk about a team who scores a lot of points and their defense stinks in a praiseful way. He can't handle it. Can't handle it.
It's not football.
You're right. And you're right.
What you're seeing is the football version of that bearded guy on the Brooklyn Nets scoring 42 and his man gets 38.
By the way, real quick, just heard word out yesterday. James Harden not happy in New York or living in Brooklyn and maybe wants out. And they're saying it's because Kyrie Irving only plays part-time because he doesn't want to get the vaccine. And now Mr. Harden is sick of New York and Brooklyn. Isn't that a shame? That
I was going to blame the alt comedy scene out there in Brooklyn.
All right, guys. So please sign up with BetMGM. Download the BetMGM app. Use bonus code Burr. Okay, your first $10 bet, regardless of the outcome, you're going to get $200 in free bets. So it's what can you say? We've been using them all year. We love them. BetMGM, and we will be back next week. We will be back next week with the Super Bowl show. So until then, talk to you guys soon. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age and older to wager in Arizona, Colorado, D.C., Iowa, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, New Jersey, Nevada, New York, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming, and Washington only. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawal bets or site credit. Free bets expire in 7 days from issuance. Excludes Michigan. Disassociated persons. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP in Arizona. 1-800-522-4700 Colorado, D.C., Louisiana, Nevada, Wyoming, West Virginia. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Michigan. 1-800-GAMBLER. Indiana, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. Or 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. Or call 877-HOPE ENY. That's 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call or text the Tennessee Red Line, 800-889-9789, Tennessee, or call 1-888-777-9696, Minnesota, or 1-800-547-6133, Washington. Sports betting is void in Georgia, Hawaii, Ohio, and Utah, and other states where prohibited. Promotional offers not available in Nevada.